time now is 1700 hours. We are just doing a bunk check whether if any unsecured bunks. So we found one. They're going to take their equipment that was left unsecured in their bunk. So they are going to pay for it later.
The first test of the Rite of Passage week is a test of readiness. Failure to meet the timing in the real-world scenarios may mean that lives are lost, and the trainers take this seriously.
This is telling you understand. If your replies are not lost, you'll move up. Understand? Carry on to 0.
The Rite of Passage Week was previously known as Hell Week. It is notorious for pushing trainees to their physical and mental limits. SOG trainees must complete a series of evolutions over 6 days. The intent of Rope Week's intense and relentless nature is to build emotional resilience and teamwork within our operators. Both qualities are required for success in SOG's high-risk and no-fail missions. For instance, there is some sleep deprivation and duress to simulate real-life operational stresses. We continually assess our trainees throughout the Rope Week. Completing the Rope Week does not mean passing it. The trainee could still be put out of course for not showcasing our desired qualities while he is under duress. Despite its intense nature, we safely push them to their limits. We have experienced medics on site for all evolutions. For key evolutions, we have an additional doctor and on-site ambulance. We are also exploring the use of biomonitoring technology to improve the safety of our trainees. For the SOG hopefuls watching this, Rope Week will be more physically and mentally difficult than you imagine. My advice is to overcome your self-preserving instincts, to work towards the team goal, as well as to never quit.
Rule number 1, Hell Week. Move quickly. Rule number 2, reply loudly. Rule number 3, beat all timing. Understand?
Already, some are beginning to falter. Though trainees may be allowed to switch exercises due to existing injuries, they're not allowed to show any signs of weakness this week. Tag 33 is already beginning to lose strength, an ominous sign for what is to come. Two hours into turnout, some trainees are already beginning to show signs of fatigue.
Now take out your mobile device, switch it on. I'll give you 4 minutes. Text your family that you are going for Rite of Passage Week. 4 minutes from now.
For trainees, this is the last time this week that they will be able to rely on their families or loved ones for emotional support. Their phones will be locked away by the trainers for the duration of the Rite of Passage Week. The next time they contact their loved ones, they will have either passed or failed the Rite of Passage Week.
G1. No! We are off to a bad start. Simple things you also cannot account for. How are you all going to survive Hell Week? You all will do 100 counts of 4 jumping jack. If I see you slacking off, we single you out. Very simple. 9, 10, 11, 8.
After dinner, the trainees are driven off to Brani Base, home to the Special Task Squadron. This is where they will spend their first night of the Rite of Passage Week, and where they will face their first trials in the morning. After barely 4 hours of sleep, the trainees are in for a rude awakening. One thing to know when in the Rite of Passage Week, expect the unexpected.
Hell Week, for all of you, will be the hardest moments of your life. We need fully committed and mentally resilient
This is the trainees' second turnout in less than 12 hours. With the end of the week nowhere in sight and the bell so close to them, the trainees are fighting not just fatigue, but the urge to ring the bell. The trainees must dig deep for the will to push on. After an exhausting 2 hours, the trainees are finally released. But this is only the beginning of the day, and they have a long one ahead. The first evolution of the Rite of Passage week, the combat physical fitness test. Unlike the tests they've gone through in the training, this one will include a swim before the trainees go on to a 10 kilometers run. Already, some are showing signs of exhaustion. Having had a rough time yesterday, today didn't start well for Tech 33 either. It's a bad sign for him, and the trainers are taking over.
During the test, it was excruciating. I was just singing songs in my head to get past the whole evolution. I think that helps a bit.
So maybe you can share what kind of training you'll be doing?
As much as possible, I'll be doing the pull-up regime. After that, I'll go for roughly 4.2 click, 20 plus kg run after the training every day.
I think that's helpful for this exercise.
I think it's more of mindset-wise. The fact that I've done the training with twice the load, it gives me a sense of comfort. It's a sit-in mindset between my ears that helped me to get to it, I guess.
The second evolution, and one where some will have to face their fears, the confidence jump. For police Coast Guard officers, they will jump at a standard height of 4 meters. For Special Operations Group, however, the bar has been raised to a height of 10 meters.
Better jump properly. Previous one suffer already.
The first team evolution of the week, the boat race. Trainees will have to swim for an unstipulated amount of time, working together to pull a boat holding their trainer without an end in sight. Teamwork and an iron will are crucial to pull the boat in the right direction.
It's a very reasonable explanation. You all made a wrong decision earlier. Team 4 has no burden. 20 come. Give up the 100 plus to the rest of your team.
Thank you, sir.
The rest of y'all get punished. Team 2, y'all watch on the boat. Okay, 3 minutes, carry on.
Life jacket, helmet.
After a day spent in the rain and intense activities, the trainees are left fighting the cold and exhaustion. The last thing they have in their mind is the cold treatment. The temperature of the water is so low that it hurts. The cold treatment uses water chilled with massive blocks of ice, and the pain is real. Their nerve-ending screaming protests. They're not just fighting the cold, but also their own doubts. At the end of day 1 of the Rite of Passage week, there is already one dropout. After much consideration today, Tech 33 has realized that he can no longer carry on. A painful reminder for the trainees on the very first day of the Rite of Passage week. The decision to drop is never easy. It's a surrender to the body's limits and a betrayal to the mind's resolve.
You're done well, you're keep it first, you'll get rewarded.
Keep going! Almost there!
That's what you want. Yes, sir! Be my favorite 6 words.